This is TaskSpoon, the series where I aim to complete the collection log one random task at a time. After nearly 2 years and over 4,000 hours of gameplay, I'm finally ready to take on RuneScape's endgame as I venture into the elite tier. Welcome to Season 4 of TaskSpoon. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 130 of the TaskSpoon series. In the last video, I did some Shades of Morton, some Hydra, some more Shades of Morton, started doing some raids, and I took a little detour to go and get the broken zombie axe, and we are still in the middle of that raid's task, so I am going to jump right back into it. My priority right now is trying to do some Chambers of Xeric. I would love a deck scroll more than anything else. Okay, well, not more than a T-bow, but I would love a deck scroll, and yeah. The only problem is I'm not so good at Chambers, especially solo, so I'm only really doing Chambers when I have people to do it with me, and if I don't, then I'll be going back to TOA where I still need to get a Fang, a Lightbearer, and, well, obviously the Shadow. So yeah, let's go do some raids. I know I just said that I'd only be doing Chambers if I had a group to do it with, and that otherwise I'd be doing TOA. But I kind of want to learn solo Chambers, and I feel like there's no better time to learn it than now. And I'm starting to feel pretty confident with the rooms. It's just Ulm that I'm kind of nervous about, so I might just do the death pile method, where you pretty much just go in and suicide an entire inventory full of brews and restores, and that way that when you kill Ulm, you don't lose all your points if you die, because you lose points based on a percentage of your total points, and so many of the points come from the Ulm fight itself. If you just stack up a bunch of potions there with an intentional death early, then you can go in and rack up a bunch of points and not die for the rest of the fight. Theoretically. Now, obviously, there's going to be some learning involved there, but yeah, I figured might as well just do it now. I'm going to want to learn solo Chambers eventually, and a Dex would be my biggest upgrade. So yeah, I'm just going to try it. Hopefully, I figure out what I'm doing. Also, I want to set a good example for all you guys out there that might be nervous to try and get into some higher level bossing that you're not comfortable with. You literally have nothing to lose, other than a few, like, supplies and maybe your time. But the trick is, my time is worth nothing. So, yeah, I'm just going to send it. Even if I die, who cares? Oh, and look at that. I got a combat achievement too. Nice. So here's the plan. I have a full inventory of supplies. I even made an anti-poison just in case, and I'm going to die right around here. Right around here. And then all these supplies are going to be on the ground so that when I actually fight Ulm, I have extra supplies and hopefully won't die again. So you'll notice my points will go down from 12,000 to like 7,000. And now hopefully I won't lose any more points. Hopefully. All right, here I go. Wish me luck. Okay, well, I don't know how much of that fight I'm going to show you guys, because that was terrible. For some reason, I thought that I had dropped my staminas on my death pile. I didn't. So I was just walking, like, the whole fight, and that wasn't fun. But I did kill him without dying other than my intentional death, which was my objective, so that's good. Didn't get an item, as you can clearly see, but, you know, it wasn't too bad, I guess. I was curious what the percent chance is on a unique on a raid like that, so I went to the OSRS wiki and they have a calculator where you put in your number of points and it'll tell you what percent unique chance you have. So I put in the 26,974 and it says I have a 3.11% chance at a unique, which is pretty good. It was a lot better than I was expecting. It was even higher than my TOA unique chance, and yeah, now admittedly it did take a little bit longer, but with an intentional death, I didn't think it would be that high. So yeah, that actually makes me really motivated to keep doing more of these. And maybe this time I won't forget my staminas in the chest when I go to fight Ulm. That'd be nice. Okay, I've made it to Ulm again. My death pile is all the way over there because I got a portal and that's what ended up killing me. So it just sort of put it randomly over there, but that's fine. And yeah, I remembered my staminas this time. Hopefully it goes better than last time. Let's go! Okay, so it turns out having staminas does in fact help. I messed up a lot there. I killed the mage hand by accident. I max hit it and killed it, and then it respawned, and that was bad. And there's a lot of bad stuff in there, but there was also a lot of good stuff. I got into 3-0 for a bit there a couple times. I think I have a clip of one of them. And yeah, it was starting to feel both better and worse, but that's sort of the process of learning, so I can't really complain. And obviously I did not finish the task, but, you know, finished the raid, 28,000 points, that's pretty good. I've decided that I'm going to try and learn the more advanced techniques for Olm sort of one at a time. So for now, my objective is to learn how to do 3-0 on the mage hand, which once I get into cycle, I've got it down. Super easy. I just don't really understand how to get them to the cycle. So maybe I'll look that up because, like, I don't know, I just do it until it sort of works. And then once I'm in the cycle, like, I know. But yeah, either way, I think I'm just going to go again. Again, lots of stuff I messed up there, but anytime I can kill Olm without dying, I'm going to take that as a win. 27,000 points is pretty good. Obviously, I did not get a unique, but yeah, it's not too bad, and we go again. Okay, that was by far my best Olm yet, and that is reflected in the time, new PB, 43 minutes. And as you can see, I had a bunch of supplies left on the ground, which I think that's actually the first time I've had, like, any supplies left. So that felt good. Obviously no purple, unfortunately, but yeah, 28,000 points too. That's pretty sick. Man, it just feels so good to, like, get better at something and be Game. No, but really, it just feels better to, like, do something over and over again and feel yourself actually getting better. I mean, it's hard to tell because, you know, I got 1,000 saltpeter as a reward. Thanks, game. But, yeah, it just, like, I'm actually feeling like I know what I'm doing more and more, and I'm starting to learn the mechanics of Olm specifically. I'm getting to Olm quicker. I'm killing Olm quicker. As you can see there's another PB. So, yeah, I'm feeling good here. Well, I managed to find some friends to do this raid with, so we're going to be doing some trios. Hopefully, I can do this without dying. Man, that felt so much better than the last group raids I did. I actually felt like I sort of knew what I was doing. Now, I'm sure that people have done tons of raids before probably saw a bunch of mistakes, but it actually felt pretty good. 19,000 points obviously is going to be less than my solos, but I can do them so much faster. You can see that was almost twice as fast in my solos, so yeah, that was pretty good. One of the things I wanted to avoid was going into these group raids and just getting carried. I don't know, I don't think that's very fun. You know, I've had multiple people offer to either carry me through raids or even boost me through, like, some scaled raids, and I just don't think that's very fun content-wise for the series, nor just for myself. And the fact that I'm pretty close to a third of the points on these trios makes me feel like I'm not getting carried. Now, obviously, they're doing the harder jobs, but I still feel good about this. So, yeah, we're gonna do some more. Hopefully, we can get lucky. Now, it's not going to be possible for me to actually get a third of the points, just realistically playing with people in max gear, you know, full Torva, full Missouri, T-Bow, etc. Like, I'm just not going to be able to keep up with that, but the fact that I don't feel like a burden on the group feels good to me. And luckily, I have someone here who knows how to do the tightrope skip, so there, free combat achievement. Thank you. $22,700 points in 27 minutes. That is pretty good. And apparently, we had it scaled to +1, and we didn't know. I do also have this little plugin that I'll put a screenshot of on screen here, that totals and keeps track of all of the points that you've gotten in your Chambers raids, which is a better indicator of how dry you are or how many drops you should have seen than KC. Because it's more about how many points you got each raid, this will do that for you. Unfortunately, I forgot to reset it after leagues, so it had a bunch of my leagues data in there, so it only actually has 6 of the 11 KC that I've done so far this video in there, so it's a little bit inaccurate, but yeah, going forward, I can use that to determine that, which is very convenient. Okay, hello, good morning, gamers. It is the next day, and I don't have any friends, so I'm back to solos. Yeah, I'm tired, but I want the purples, so here I am. Well, an unfortunate death there means that I only had 21,000 points, so, yeah, not gonna get a purple. Very fast, though, 35 minutes. That's like 7 minutes faster than my old PB. Yeah, it was an unfortunate death. Honestly, I'm not even mad about it. It was just a crazy overlap of stuff that I didn't know how to handle, but, yeah, that was fast, at least. Sadly, I only have time for one more raid before I have to go and do some real-life stuff, but fortunately, I found a friend to do it with me. Nice. Yeah, that was a nice raid, 31 minutes, nice and quick, new PB for me, 29,000 points, almost 30,000 is pretty good. He died at the end of Old there, so my percentage is a lot higher than it probably should be, but yeah, no purple there, so gonna go again. I gotta go do some real life stuff first, but I'll be back later for some more raids. I hope you guys have been enjoying the raiding content so far. I know it can be a little bit repetitive, but I mean, I got a raids task and I gotta do it. I'm just hoping for a deck soon. That's like my one goal. I know it's like the most common thing, and in the long run, I'm not gonna want to see dexes, but right now, like, I would love to see that purple light. And just a reminder, if you want to get in on any of the raids or other group activities that I do for the videos, I will be posting a message in both the clan chat and the Discord. I've created a looking for group channel in the Discord, and that's where I find these people. So if you ever see people in my videos, that's probably where I found them. And yeah, I forget if I've mentioned that in this video or not. And if I have, then you probably won't see this clip. Or maybe you will, because it'll be funny. Well, unfortunately, my recorder did that thing where it just sort of doesn't record. Fortunately, I did notice before I recorded too many clips. I think I sort of missed out on 2 raid loots there. That was my 17th KC. We did a nice 4-man there. 21,800 points out of 82,000 is not too bad for me. And yeah, obviously I didn't get the thing, which in hindsight is actually good, because had I got it and I didn't have it recorded, I would have been very upset. So yeah. Anyways, one of the things that I said in the clips that ended up not recording properly was that I know there's been a lot of raiding so far, and so I think you guys get the gist of what's going on here, so I hope you guys are ready for a loot montage.
Whoa, 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 yeah. Hey, yo, Tim, man, this the jump off right here, man. Yeah. Whoa, 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 it's quick, come on. I've been going for a minute, now I'm back with the jump off. Goons in the club, can't stop me jump off. Back up for the hive, let the pump off. In the graveyard, this bitch gets jumped off. All we wanna do is party. And buy everybody at the bar Bacardi. Black Barbie dressed in Bacardi. I'm trying to leave in some place to work. Spread love, that's what the real mob do. Keep it gangsta, look for you. I'm the wicked chitty. You gotta keep the peace. Or out of the peace. We the best, still looking for improvement. Our business is felt like a black movement. 7 quarter to 8 back and back. Sitting on chromes. The top is back. But the things are business. It's cause we 20 feet. Jumping in the jack off with the things. Keep your head up and then good. These flashes the world high. All up is a little mistake. And if you put them in, you say Kim and Timberland, you should get your drugs. Special delivery with you and yours. I rep the bitches, he rep the boys. If you rep your hood, just be some love. My eye on the guy, no orange cup. Don't need no cream, he got that LD3. Let me show you. I'm gonna let you how I make a Sprite can disappear my mouth. Whoa, shake up the dice, throw that in your eyes. It's better to play it fucking nice. Money ain't a thing though, it's not like ice. And around the world, I just ain't things ice. Rub on my tits, squeeze on my ass. Give me some step on the gas. Pop the cork and roll up that ash. You know what we about, set the cash. These are business ends. It's 20 feet in strings. Jump in the jack off with the things. Keep your head up and live good. These flashes the world high. Into the world of the playboy. boy pinup girl, butt naked, dressed in nothing but pearls. You wanna meet me cause you know I'm freaky, and you wanna eat me cause you say I'm sexy. Got a man in Japan and a dude in Tahiti. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy, I got mad friends that's pretty. Chicks by the layers, all different flavors. Mafioso, that's how this thing goes. Now everybody come get the living there. Shake your body, move your body, on the dance floor, work your body. I'm the one that put the range in the over. When I'm stepping out the ring, it's over. Coming through in a Brooklyn naked. We gon' do this just like big girls. This is all
I got something! Oh my god! I don't know what it is yet because I have the plugin, but I think everyone else does, so I'm gonna open it before they spoil it for me. Aww. Alright. Well, that's cool, sure. So, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all those clips that I have saved. That's for future Spoon to figure out. But let me give you a quick recap of all the things that happened there. So I ended up doing 34 KC over a matter of 7 days, combination of solos, duos, 3s, 4s, and 5s, just with anyone in the Discord or the clan that wanted to join, as you probably saw. And yeah, I ended up with around 820 something thousand points. I need to go back and do the actual math, because like I said before, some of my kills weren't logged in the plugin, but pretty much just right around, maybe right under the drop rate for a purple, so that feels good. And speaking of my purple, yeah, I didn't even read it, so let me go ahead and do that. I've officially learned Augury, and it looks amazing. Oh, just one more to go. Next raids task, I'm probably, and by probably, I mean almost definitely going to come back to Chambers and try and get that Dex, just because it's such a huge upgrade. But yeah, I would say that was pretty successful. It did take a little bit longer than I would have liked. A week of raiding has sort of melted my brain a little bit, but yeah, I've learned a lot. I feel a lot more comfortable at Chambers, and we can go and roll a new task, finally. Actually, before we go roll a new task, real quick, I did go back and look at all the recordings of the raids that didn't get saved, and I ended with a total of 827,000 points for the task, which is just under the drop rate. I believe the drop rate, you're supposed to see a purple every 860,000 points-ish. So yeah, that's like one raid under the drop rate pretty much, which feels pretty good. And yeah, real quick, I did just want to say thank you to everyone who came to come and do some raids with me. I know, especially at the beginning, I really wasn't the best. I've learned a lot, and Chambers is so much more fun with a team. Solo Chambers is long and very grindy, so yeah, it made it a lot more fun. And yeah, like I said many times before, if you want to join, you know where to go. Okay, now let's go roll a new task. Man, sure does feel like far too long since I've been here, but back on the spreadsheet, we can complete the raids task, and let's see what we're gonna go do. Get one unique item from Mount Karoom. Okay. Lucky for me, I still have a Hydra Slayer task from the last Mount Karoom unique task that I got, so I don't have to hunt for one of those. We can just go straight to killing Alchemical Hydra. Cool. Although the most likely item to get would be another ring piece, I'm really hoping for a Hydra leather. I've had extremely good luck at Hydra so far, as you can see, and if I can get a Hydra leather for some ferocious gloves, that would be amazing. So yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Probably gonna end up seeing a ring piece, but that's okay too. So if you've seen the previous video, you already know the deal with Hydra. Gonna be using the Bofa setup. I have swapped out a few pieces of gear, the gloves, boots, and ring, all for some more prayer heavy gear. Hydra has pretty low range defense, and especially with the Bofa, Crystal Armor, and the Slayer Helmet bonus, I'm pretty much going to hit, like, every time. Wearing an extra little bit of range accuracy isn't really going to help that, so I've swapped it out for some more prayer bonus. Hopefully the trips will last longer, and yeah, we're just going to send it. Okay, well, I had to end the first trip a little bit short there. I got extremely unlucky. I feel like every single start of the kill, you have to kind of guess which he's going to start with, either mage or range. It's a 50-50, and I feel like I lost every single one, and every single time he hit me fairly hard, and it kind of ate through my supplies, not to mention just sort of making some mistakes, being a little bit rusty. But I've realized that I don't actually care if my trips are that long, considering the fact that I can just go and bank and come back and it's super easy. So I think I'm actually going to swap back to a little bit more range accuracy. I was noticing some of the kills were actually slower, which I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to re-gear and rethink my prayer, re-optimization of my gear. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go back, do it again. As I was going to redo the gear setup, I remembered there was this combat achievement where you have to kill Alchemical Hydra using a Darok's Great Axe as a weapon while having no more than 10 hit points throughout the entire fight. And that sounds hilarious to me, so I'm going to try it. I've never really done melee Hydra before, but I don't know. Can't be too hard, right? I just have to hope that I pray correctly, because the first hit is still a 50-50 and I could just die immediately. No! Man, I was so close to doing that first try, too. And yes, just in case you were wondering, it does in fact cost me 100k to get my stuff back, even after a death like that. So, this combat achievement could be expensive. There we go. Well, I still got the combat achievement. Okay, I went back and looked at the footage in slow motion. You can't even see the green orb until, like, the tick that it hits me. So I'm not even mad about dying there. I got the combat achievement. That was all I was there for. But that did sort of inspire me. I kind of want to try some melee Hydra. I do have a Dragon Hunter Lance, so it should be decent. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I'm going to try it. Hey, PB. Hey, and a combat achievement. Let's go. Okay, well, there is the melee Hydra trip done. It was pretty good. The highs were high and the lows were low, and by that I mean the hits are a lot less consistent, but because I can hit so much higher, I have the potential to go way faster. But I think the overall kill speed was a lot slower, and then it's a lot more running around and a lot more effort. So I think I'm going to go back to the Bofa, but I don't regret it. I mean, it's good to know if I want to go for those, like, faster time combat achievements, melee is definitely the way to go. As you saw there, I got 1 PB, got the 1 combat achievement, so, yeah, it was good, but I think I'm going to go back to the Bofa. And in case you were curious, after getting those previous 2 combat achievements, I now am only missing 2 speed tasks, for a minute 45 and a minute 20, and I believe if I go back to, how do I go back here? My PB that I just got is a 147, so I was 2 seconds off the 1 speed task and nowhere near the other one, so yeah, probably not going to get either of those with the Bofa, but yeah, I did all of the ones that actually make you do something, so that's cool. Alright, there's another trip done. 21 kills that time. I think that's my longest trip so far. And, I mean, just look at the inventory, man. This boss is insane. Alright, 23 kill trip that time. Very nice. And I could have kept going with the supply drops, but I kind of want to save the super restores. And I'm going to have to go back to bank anyway. And then on my next trip, probably going to finish the task, so... yeah, 21 kills left in this Slayer task. Really hoping we get something so I don't have to go and hunt for a new one. Well, unless I get the drop right here. There it is, the end of the Hydra's task. So I gotta go back tutorial skipping, try and get another one, or a Worm's task. But yeah, nothing there. 209,000 Slayer XP though, that's pretty good. I'm under 1 million away from 99, so that's pretty cool. Well, okay then, thanks Konar. 153 Hydras. I have been tutorial skipping for 7 minutes. So that's convenient, thank you. Last night, it was already pretty late when I got that Hydra's task, and I was pretty tired, and I realized that I was actually pretty close to 88 agility, which would give me the level to use the shortcut to Hydra, so I decided to just go and run some laps, and it is the next morning, and I'm just going to finish off this level. Should be about an hour and a half more of agility, and then we will get back to the Hydra with the use of the shortcut. And fortunately for me, I had a bunch of summer pies in the bank, as well as this handy dandy new preserve prayer, so I can just boost to use the arty course, and getting good marks, getting good experience, everything is good. A couple hundred arty rooftop laps later, there is 88 agility. You can now use the Chrome Dungeon Pipe shortcut. Let's go back to Hydra. Not to mention, now I have a bunch of marks of grace that I can use for amylase for stamina potions. Staminas are one of those things on an Iron Man that you just sort of have to upkeep, and the only way to do it is by running rooftop laps, so that is going to be nice for the future. Maybe next time I need to do some bank standing, I'll make those, but yeah, Hydra. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to end the first trip there. That was a solid 22 kill trip. Not because I'm out of supplies, in fact, sort of the opposite. I don't have any more room for loot, so yeah, that was pretty good. Also, as you can see here, I put the XP tracker on screen for the Slayer XP. The XP per hour I reset at the beginning of that trip, versus the total XP is for the video, so you can sort of keep track of how things are going there as well. Also, I forgot to brag about this last time, but this was the shortcut that I did that agility for. It just goes from there to there. It's actually faster to go the other way, I'm pretty sure. But this means that I don't have to risk getting hit by the Hydras, which didn't happen often, but it just means I can be lazier, which I love. As you can see, it takes a while. It's not a quick shortcut. I cannot believe the amount of supply drops I got this trip. I didn't get like any actual loot. It was just all supplies over and over again. Look at all the stuff on the ground, man. But that was a good trip. I think it was like 20, 21, 22 kills. So yeah, I got to figure out what of this I'm taking, but I'm getting out of here. Are you... another Hydra tail, really? What? That means I now have 2 Hydra tails, which are 1 in 513, and still only 1 ring piece. What the heck, game? Alright, well that is the end of another successful trip there. I don't really know how many kills, but I went through all my divine potions, so that means I was there for an hour. And, yeah, I don't know what is up with my Hydra luck, man. I got the claw and 2 tails, and only 1 ring piece. Like, what is going on? I know this is really random, but I was looking at the OSRS wiki, and it says that the ring pieces always drop in the same order, being the eye, then the fang, then the heart. And I hate that they're in the collection log this way. Why is the eye not first? Even if you wanted to do it alphabetically, the eye should come before the fang. Why is it like this, Jagex? Please fix this. Anyways, the reason I was looking at the wiki is because I forgot the exact drop rate on the ring pieces, which are a 1 in 181, meaning that we are over 2 times the rate for the ring pieces and we only have 1 of them, so hopefully we see one soon. Well, hopefully we see a Hydra leather soon, realistically. Hey, let's go! Literally 2 kills after talking about it, we get the fang. Heck yeah. I'm sorry if I didn't sound particularly excited about that. Like I said, I would have preferred the leather, and I did just see someone in the clan get one of my favorite pets, but we're done, which feels good. So yeah, cool. Because Hydra gives so many alks, it reminded me that I had a bunch to go and do in the bank. So I spent an hour or so here doing some alks as I was watching something, and I'm up to 147 mil. which is like pretty cool. That's a lot of money, especially on an Iron Man. So yeah, there's your update on that. And we can go roll a new task. Let's do it. Now, my real problem is I have no idea where we're at video length-wise. That raids task took way longer than expected, and yeah, Hydra ain't quick either, so either way, let's just complete the task. This should put us to 25% on the elite tier, which looks amazing. And yeah, let's just generate a new one, see what we're doing. Get 1 unique from the Desert Treasure 2 bosses, okay. So last time I had a Desert Treasure 2 boss task, actually I had 2 of them back to back. I did it all at Leviathan, where I managed to get the quartz and the tablet. And I could just go back there and try and go for the vestige or an orb or an ingot or whatever. But I kind of want to go and do some Duke. I've never killed Duke before other than the 1 kill for the quest. And the tablet would be super useful if I want to farm either Duke or Muspa, because the teleport puts you right outside both of them. And yeah, I don't know, it just could be fun. I can do some combat achievements and stuff. I am pretty close to the elite tier of combat achievements, so that is another goal of mine. So yeah, I'm just going to go and try and learn how to do some Duke, put together a gear setup, and yeah, we're just going to send it. Okay, so I looked up a guide for the fight, and honestly, it looks really easy. Now, I may regret those words, but yeah, the most complicated part of the fight is honestly making the potions. Other than that, it looks pretty easy, so I'm just going to send it. Okay, so like that was terrible. I made so many mistakes, and yet it was still super easy. So yeah, that makes me feel good about this. Gonna continue. I now understand why people say that Duke is like the easiest of the Desert Treasure 2 bosses to learn. It looks like there's a lot going on, but realistically, the mechanics are pretty easy. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm actually gonna remember to use my thralls. I definitely understand what people are saying about doing Duke with a 4-tick weapon, at least pre-enrage phase when he's on a 5-tick cycle. Because you have to match his cycle, doing it with a 4-tick weapon feels kind of weird, and it's actually a lot better to do it with a stronger 5-tick weapon, and I actually just got a stronger 5-tick slash weapon in the zombie axe, believe it or not. Now, the zombie axe usually would not be better than the Blade of Saildor, specifically because of the attack speed, but it has a higher melee strength and a higher slash bonus. So I think I'm actually gonna try the zombie axe. Feels kind of weird, but hey, let's just try it. I'm still going to use the Blade of Saildor when he goes into his enrage phase, when he goes down to 4 ticks. I could just use the Arclight that I'm bringing for specs anyway, but I don't know, I don't really want to waste charges on the Arclight, and the Blade is like just as good, so yeah, we're going to try this. Arclight for specs, Zombie Axe for P1, and then Blade of Saildor for enrage phase. Hey, let's go! The thing that I wanted, and a PB, let's go! Now, that is the most likely unique to get, so that is to be expected, but I'm still happy that I got it. I got quick teleports to Muspa and Duke now, and yeah, I'm happy I went and did the boss. I'm really enjoying these newer bosses they put in the game. I haven't really had a chance to do many of the newer bosses, because I kind of stopped playing my main account, and this is the first time that I'm really getting into them, like stuff like TOA and these Desert Treasure 2 bosses, etc. So yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. That was a lot of fun, and I can do the thing on the thing, get the teleport, and yeah, like I said, I am going to the, what is it, the Gorok dungeon. It teleports you right outside of Muspa. Like, Muspa's literally right there, and Duke as well. So yeah, that's just really convenient going forward. So yeah, happy with that too. Anyways, let's go get a new task. I think I'm going to try and do one more task in this video, and if it ends up being a little bit longer, I think that's okay. You guys seem to have been enjoying the longer videos recently, so yeah, let's go get a new task. Back on the spreadsheet, complete the task, and let's just go see what we're doing. Get 5 new uniques from easy clues. Alright, yeah, let's do that. This should be a fairly quick task. Easy clues are one of the easiest for me to get, just pickpocketing ham members, and I already have 15 caskets, so we should have a nice head start, as well as I have all these clues. Actually, I'm going to go and do all these clues after I open these caskets, but yeah, like I said, 15 caskets to start. Let's hope for just one new unique. And there's one new unique, sleeping cap, nice. And another one, black full helm trimmed. All right, 2 out of 5. Can't complain about that. Okay, well, those were some of the most tedious clues that I've done in a while. So many going back and forth between wilderness and not wilderness, steps that I needed to go and get items that I didn't have, talismans for tiaras, etc. But I'm finally done with all of those. I'm just going to open the easy that I already had, sure, and yeah, let's go pickpocket some ham members. Usually I decide on a number of caskets that I'm going to get before I open them, but I'm currently watching a basketball game, so I think I'm just going to go until the end of this game and then open however many I get. So I will see you in one basketball game's length of time. Oh my god, look at this teleport with my new achievement diary cape. You can literally teleport to this pub right beside the stairs for this clue step. That's so useful. Okay, I got 23 easy caskets ready to open. Let me just deposit these. And yeah, I guess we're hoping for 3 more. So let's see what we get. Well, that's something. A ham joint, I already have it, but it's worth money. Oh, okay, well, there's at least one. I was getting a little bit disappointed there. Alright, well, one more unique there. That's not as many as I'd hoped for, but the ham joint is cool. Okay, hello, good morning, gamers. I was just doing clues last night while watching TV, and apparently I've got 20 caskets, so I'm gonna open them right away. And yeah, I've got a lot of editing to do today, so it'd be very nice to be already done the task. So let's just open these 20 caskets, hoping for 2 new uniques. Alright, an elegant piece. That's always nice to see. Another elegant piece. We're done. Oh my goodness. Thank you, game. If you didn't already know, the elegant pieces are about 2 times as rare as most of the other uniques, other than the capes, which are even 2 times rarer than the elegant pieces, and then the 2 monk robes, which are even like 3 times rarer than the capes. But yeah, it's always nice to see elegant pieces, and the easy clue log is looking pretty good. 95 out of 131. That is sick. I like to try and do my editing while I'm between tasks. That way I'm not really thinking about my task, I'm just focusing on actually editing. And yeah, as you can see by the XP tracker here, a solid 8 hours of hitting stars and editing a video today, and there is 90 mining. It's kind of a big level. I can now mine tier 9 stars without needing to boost, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm done editing my video, so we can go roll a new task. Also, now that I'm 90 mining, I can spec and go over and actually start mining amethyst. Now, I'm not going to do that because I don't actually really want the amethyst. The only reason I want access to the amethyst mine is to be able to do it while AFK, kind of like what I'm doing with shooting stars right now. But the fact, now that I'm 90 mining, my spec puts me to 93, so it gives me 2 minutes of being able to mine amethyst, and then I can just go back to my house, restore my spec, and come back to the mining guild whenever I want. So in theory, if I wanted amethyst, then I could get it. But I just don't think it's really worth it. As you can see, it's very slow, and yeah, even in that 2 minutes of mining, I don't think I'm gonna get very much amethyst. So yeah, I'm just saying, if I wanted it, I could get it, but for now, not gonna worry about it. Anyways, let's go roll a new task. I know I said that I was gonna just do the one more, but I'm feeling another one, so let's go see what it is. Alright, here we go. Complete that easy clue task. I honestly almost forgot what kind of task it was. I've been mining for so long. But yeah, let's see what we're doing. Get 1 new unique from Elite Clues. Interesting, okay. Well, this will be a good task to end the video on. I've already got 8 Elite Caskets in the bank, and hopefully we're already done, and if not, then we get to go and do stuff that gives me Elite Clues, which is often, you know, bossing and stuff, which is always fun. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start opening. Like I said, hopefully we're already done. A Mimic, okay. Not gonna lie, opening up those first 5 caskets without a unique didn't feel great, but maybe the Mimic can turn things around. Okay, not gonna lie, I've never taken that much damage during a Mimic fight in my life. I don't know what happened there, I just wasn't hitting and they were destroying me, but, you know, I didn't die, that would have been embarrassing, and maybe we're done? Yeah. Alright, well, I got 2 more unique caskets, so, please game, let's just see 1 unique. Very unlucky. Well, I guess I'm just gonna do this master clue and then we'll wrap up the video. I was really hoping that we'd already be done, but I guess in the next video, I'll decide on something I want to do for Elite Clues, and hopefully we'll have better luck next video. Man, I'm so happy that I actually have this Zamorak full helm. In fact, I have 2 of them already. This is one of those clue steps that a lot of Iron Men struggle with, because you need a Zamorak full helm from hard clues to do this master. A lot of them just can't do it, and I'm lucky enough to have both the things, so that's very nice. I just realized that that Mimic fight was the first time that I actually activated Augury as a prayer. That's kind of funny. And there it is, Master Casket acquired. I guess it's kind of anticlimactic for you guys, because I'm just going to put it in the bank, but yeah, it was a pretty quick one. It was nice and easy. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I did enough to earn your like and subscription. Both those things really help me out with the YouTube algorithm, so if you wouldn't mind, they're both free, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to go try and figure out what I want to do to get these Elite Clues, but for now, that's going to be it from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. And a big thank you to all of my channel members, but a special thank you to my Tier 3 Big Spoon channel members, Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, Luxitaire, Tony Adkins, and Dolph. Thank you guys, and thank you everyone on screen here for the support.